Hey friends, if you're here, you've probably clicked the GoFundMe link. Thank you for coming. I am in my bathroom because it's the only quiet place. I want to first thank everyone who contributed to the GoFundMe last round. This is our second one. The first one saved my life. Thank you guys. I was able to act swiftly and very, very quickly to get answers that we needed in order to move forward in an appropriate way. My body seemed to react very quickly to everything. We ended up having to go the chemo and radiation route, which moved things along even faster in a good way. And now we are at a point where I am healing my body from the cancer to an extent, and but mostly at this point trying to get down to the bottom of my immune system issues, healing the wound that the tumor left, my mobility, and as well as addressing the toxicities in my body. I have heavy metal poisoning from the chemo, from the carboplatin. It is platinum based, so I am full of that now. Then we are also addressing high plastic levels in my body that we found thanks to all the testing you guys have contributed to. At this point, Danny lost his job last week. It is a shock to our system, but we're also really grateful that they decided to let him go now and not when I was in treatment. Your contributions saved us and got us past that point, and floated us for those 9 weeks when I was in treatment away from the house. At this point, it's no longer fit that we live here, which makes sense after the year we've had. We do have to move, we have to find new jobs, and basically start over. That's where we're at. It's, in all honesty, I have no idea what's going to happen, but we are just faithful and just trying to stay positive since we got past this year and I'm alive, thank you. So we're just trying to stick with it and be positive and just be confident in the path forward. That being said, financially, we are in a hard place of not knowing when Danny's going to be employed again, having to move and find a new place, as well as keeping up with my IV therapies to get me to a much healthier place. At the moment, some of the things are going to be contributing to, and the things that I need on a regular basis, as well as our family needing a home and job, our lymphatic massage, the lymph nodes that were in the tumor, we don't know how many I lost. The tumor was on my left inguinal, so like my left groin. Tumor is gone, and I've undergone surgeries to remove dead tissue and necrotic, basically dead tissue. And it has cleared up that area. There's no sign of disease in that area anymore, but it has frankly left a hole. That hole is regenerating tissue, but it does require wound care every 3 weeks. And that's something you'll be contributing to, as well as a lymphatic massage. I digressed, my apologies. Because we don't know what was in the tissue and the tumor was so big, we're not sure how many of the lymph nodes were pushed out. I do have lymphedema in my left leg. I do, it can sometimes basically lock up and create like a traffic jam in my other lymph nodes. To make them swell. So lymphatic massage is super important in my journey right now, in order to prevent a reoccurrence, which is what we're focusing on for all the years, but specifically the next 6 years. I'm also doing high dose vitamin C to prevent any reoccurrences and to address any of the stem cells, if there are, which we all walk around with cancer. It's just whether or not our bodies can deal with it. So that will be addressing the cells and boosting my immune system. And I'm also chelating the heavy metals at the same time and making sure that my intake of minerals is high to offset the minerals that get pulled out with metals when we do the chelation. Chelation basically pulls out and will address the heavy metal toxicity, which will hopefully allow my immune system to be in balance and lots of other sciencey things. At the moment, those are my 3 focuses. I'm also doing physical therapy to gain mobility and strength back in my left hip and my left leg. I'm able to walk. I can jog for very short periods of time, like maybe 20 meters. But we're trying to figure out my pelvic floor in that situation, as well as my mobility, and to make sure that I am walking the right way. And as I relearn movements and as I relearn what my body's capable of at this point and what I need to stop doing or stay away from doing. Those are the biggest things in regards to my treatments and preventing a reoccurrence. And now we have the issue of our move and a job loss. If you can contribute anything, everything is going to help. We are going to move in the next month. October 30th is when we need to leave. If anyone has any ideas, if anyone has any thoughts on something, if you know my husband, any thoughts for him, please reach out to him. We appreciate you guys so much. This year has been insane, and you guys helped us, and we just are trudging along. So please and thank you, and we love our community so much. I can't say that enough. We've been so blessed by everyone who's come into our lives this past year and a half. So thank you, and let's go. Thanks.